packed my things, just half a bag. Left your note beneath the flag. The coffee shop where we first met still brews regret, I can't forget. I took the long road through the trees, let go of all the used to be's. The sky turned red, the wind blew cold, but I still walk though feeling old. I'm starting from the ashes now, from broken words we can't allow. The flame is gone, but not the heat, still burns beneath my silent feet. You were the end I couldn't change, so here I stand alone, estranged. Starting from the ashes, me. I sleep alone but not in peace. My mind won't give me sweet release. Your voice still echoes in my chest, the part of me you love the best. But healing comes in quiet ways, in morning light and longer days. So I won't chase what won't come true, just build a life away from you. I'm starting from the ashes now, from broken words we can't allow. The flame is gone, but not the heat, still burns beneath my silent feet. You were the end I couldn't change, so here I stand alone, estranged. Starting from the ashes. Maybe someday I'll love again, with lighter hands, without pretend. Before tonight I'll let it rain and wash me clean from all this pain. I'm starting from the ashes now. It hurts to breathe, but I know how. The past won't hold, the past won't keep, but I still cry when I can't sleep. One step each day, one breath set free. This is the start of the new me, starting from the ashes, me. We used to speak without the sound of second thoughts or glances down. But now your words feel cold and brief, a perfect lie wrapped up in grief. The photos on the windowsill don't hold the warmth they used to thrill. You're here but somehow out of place, like faded lines on someone's face. We didn't break, we just declined, like threads that slip too long a line. We drifted slow without a sign. Some loves don't fall, they fade by design. I miss the spark we left behind, but maybe this was by design. We shared the same familiar bed, not the dreams inside our head. You whispered love out of routine, like washing hands that won't get clean. flowers bloomed but lost their scent. We talked but neither knew what it meant. And in your eyes I saw the door, but didn't dare ask less or more. We didn't break, we just declined, like threads that slipped too long a line. We drifted slow without a sign. Some loves don't fall, they fade by design. I miss the spark we left behind, but maybe this was by design. And if we'd fought or screamed or cried, at least I'd know we truly tried. But silence was the softest crime, and love just ran out of its time. We didn't break, we just let go, like shadows fading in the snow. No final line, no sharp goodbye, just quiet nights and silent skies. And now I mourn what once was mine, a love that faded by design. I see your face across the crowd. You smile, but it feels too loud. The years have changed the way you move, but something in you still feels true. We don't speak like we used to do, but every glance still carries you. You've built a life, I see it shine, but still you linger close to mine. You're far but familiar, like a song that plays when no one sings along. A dream I wake from with a sigh, a memory that won't say why. You're gone, but always standing near, so far, but still familiar here. Ooh. You took your path, I took my turn, with different fires we had to burn. But in the quiet late at night, you cross my mind like morning light. We don't write letters anymore, but I still feel you at my door, like time forgot to close the space between goodbye and your embrace. You're far but familiar, like a song that plays when no one sings along. A dream I wake from with a sigh, a memory that won't say why. You're gone, but always standing near, so far, but still familiar here. And maybe some are meant to stay, and some just brush then drift away. But even if we lost our way, I still remember every day. You're far but familiar, soft and slow, a love I knew but couldn't grow. You echo in the life I lead, a quiet pull I'll always need. You're far, but never disappear, still close, still somehow familiar here. Ooh, 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 ooh. You looked at me with teary grace, like leaving wasn't your first place, but love had wilted in our hands, like footprints lost in shifting sand. You didn't shout, you didn't stay, you simply smiled and walked away. And in that quiet I could feel that sometimes pain is how we heal. It was the gentle goodbye, no thunderstorm, no need to cry, just silence filled with all we knew, the kind that breaks but still feels true. I didn't beg, you didn't lie, we both just gave a gentle goodbye. I poured your cup like every day, but knew today you wouldn't stay. Your coat still hanging by the door, like you might come but not once more. I sat and watched the curtains sway, the light retreat, the shadows stay. And though you left without a word, it's still the loudest sound I've heard. It was the gentle goodbye, no thunderstorm, no need to cry, just silence filled with all we knew, the kind that breaks but still feels true. I didn't beg, you didn't lie, we both just gave a gentle goodbye. And in some ways I'm glad it's so. No final fight, no need to show, we simply ran out of the fire, still loving through the quiet wire. It was the gentle goodbye, a fading light across the sky, no slammed doors or shattered glass, just letting go of what won't last. We said it all with just one sigh and called it love. One last goodbye.
Brush your hair behind one ear, then laugh at jokes I barely hear. The kettle sings, the morning hums, we dance to sounds a day begun. You read the news, I make the toast, these little things I love the most. No fireworks, no perfect plan, just time and touch from your two hands. It's ordinary light that shines across our morning side. No grand display, no perfect script, just love and sips and coffee drips. And in this calm the world feels right, wrapped in your ordinary light. You fold the shirts, I sweep the floor. You hum the song from days before. The cat curls near the curtains breathe, and time forgets to ever leave. The way you walk across the tile still makes my quiet heart compile 1,000 reasons why I stay in every small and passing day. It's ordinary light that shines across our morning side. No grand display, no perfect script, just love and sips and coffee drips. And in this calm the world feels right, wrapped in your ordinary life. Ordinary life. Chase the stars, the distant dreams, but miss what lives in simple scenes like laundry lines and holding hands and learning love not through commands. It's ordinary life that makes the moments feel so bright. Not candle flames or diamond rings, but laughing at the little things to let the world rush out of sight. We'll stay here in this ordinary light. It's ordinary light. Oh. There's dust upon your favorite book and silence where you used to look. The hallway holds your faded scent, like time forgot where it all went. I keep your mug beside the sink, your sweater still hangs in the pink. The world keeps turning on its track, but I still whisper, please come back. Echoes of the quiet call through empty frames on every wall. You're gone, but still I hear your steps in songs the radio forgets. The past still hums in every night. Echoes of the quiet burn bright. The chair you love still leans just right beneath the lamp's forgiving light. And when it rains I see your hand trace patterns only you could plan. Some things I wish I'd never known, like how deep silence can be shown. You said goodbye without a word, but left 1,000 eyes still heard. Echoes of the quiet call through empty frames on every wall. You're gone, but still I hear your steps in songs the radio forgets. The past still hums in every night.
Echoes of the quiet burn bright. I don't expect the sound to fade. Some memories are self-made. Though pieces try to find me here, you echo louder every year. Echoes of the quiet call from every drawer and every hall. I light a candle, close the door, still feel you just like once before, until the day you fade from sight. I'll live with echoes of your quiet.
The porch still creaks beneath the breeze. The wind still whistles through the trees. And in that frame of rust and dust still lives the house that once held us. The kitchen clock still ticks the same. The stairs still speak my childhood name. I touch the walls, they almost cry, with echoes of a lullaby. This is the house that held us close through tears and storms and Sunday toast. It knew our love, it saw our fights. It stayed through dark and gave us light. The rooms may fade, the roof might rust, but I still love the house that held us. The bedroom walls still wear the blue that you picked out when I was 2. And in the drawer beneath the bed, your letters sleep still softly read. I smell your cooking in the air. Though years have passed since you were there, I close my eyes, you feel so near, like somehow time forgot to steer. This is the house that held us close through tears and storms and Sunday toast. It knew our love, it saw our fights. It stayed through dark and gave us light. The rooms may fade, the roof might rust, but I still love the house that held us. And maybe someday it'll fall, but I will still recall it all. The creaky steps, the whispered prayers, the way you braided back my cares. This is the house that shaped my soul. It made me laugh and made me whole. Though time may turn it into dust, I'll always need the house.
เ that held us. You find me in the quiet night when moonlight blurs the neon light. You kiss me with a phantom grace, a touch that time can't quite erase. But every time I reach for you, the morning comes and cuts us through. You're just a whisper, just a sigh that drifts away before a goodbye. You're only in my dreams, not real. A ghost my heart still dares to feel. You live inside my sleeping skin, but vanish when the day begins. I close my eyes to hear you sing. You're only in my everything. You never age, you never change. A perfect lie my mind arranges. We dance where stars forget to fade, where all the hurt we had is laid. But I still wake with empty arms. The sheets are cold, devoid of charm. I beg the night to keep you near, but dreams don't work like souvenirs. You're only in my dreams, not real. A ghost my heart still dares to feel. You live inside my sleeping skin, but vanish when the day begins. I close my eyes to hear you sing. You're only in my everything. I know you're not a part of now, but I can't teach myself the how to stop believing while I sleep. Your mind in slumber never deep. You're only in my dreams, that's true, but there at least I still have you. And every time I shut the light, you come and stay for one more night. So let the real world lose its gleam. I'll see you there inside my dream. We never said the words out loud, just let the silence wrap its shroud. Your coat stayed hanging for a week, like it had something left to speak. You stared beyond the window pane, while I pretended not to strain to read the thoughts you didn't say, as love just slipped and walked away. These are the unsung goodbyes. No waves, no tears, no alibis. We lost each other not with sound, but in the stillness all around. A quiet ache behind our eyes we're haunted by. The taste now bitter, once so sweet, like all the words we couldn't meet. I see your shadow by the stairs, but shadows don't pretend to care. You left without a final fight, just disappeared into the night. These are the unsung goodbyes. No waves, no tears, no lullabies. We lost each other not with sound, but in the stillness all around. A quiet ache behind our eyes we're haunted by. Unsung goodbyes, not the breaking that hurts most, but what we never had the ghost to say, to feel, to dare, to show you gone, but not a soul would know. So I live with unsung goodbyes, with coffee cold and clouded skies. No final hug, no closing scene, just silence where you used to be. We walked away with no reply, still echoing. These unsung goodbyes.
You said goodbye without a pause, like silence wrapped around the cause. No arguments, no big reveal, just something neither one could heal. I waited for the storm to break, but all I felt was stillness shake. The peace you left behind was strange, a quiet far too big to change. This is the peace I didn't ask for. No yelling match, no slamming door, just calm that cuts like jagged glass, the kind that's made to never pass. No final war, just peace I never bargained for. Took your books, your coat, your pen, but left the echo of back then. And now the house just barely hums, like we were here and now it numbs. The TV plays to empty air, the scent of you is everywhere. I thought I'd feel some kind of grace, but all I found was empty space. This is the peace I didn't ask for. No yelling match, no slamming door, just calm that cuts like jagged glass, the kind that's made to never pass. No final fight, no final war, just peace I never bargained for. They say that time will heal the hurt, but silence feels like something worse. I trade this peace for one last scream, to know that we were once a dream. This is the peace I didn't ask for, just you not walking through that door. No tear stain, no last regret, just quiet full of things unmet. I sleep but ache forevermore in peace I never asked you for.
held my hand but not too tight. We shared the dark, avoided light. The walls were thin, the nights were long. We knew the words, just not the song. I watched you smile through distant glass, a love that flickered, couldn't last. We danced but never truly stepped. A promise neither of us kept, just old photographs and fires. Letters burn with no desires. You were near, but never mine. A half-lit flame we called divine. And though I hoped, I won't pretend. We never grew, we just reached in. You painted futures full of gray, then turned your back and looked away. I built a house on shifting ground, but every echo made no sound. Now every frame holds hollow light. Each kiss we shared was never right. We stayed because it hurt to leave. But love's not something we should grieve, just old photographs and fires. Letters burn with no desires. You were near, but never mine. A half-lit flame we call divine. And though I hoped, I won't pretend. We never grew, we just reached in. Sometimes love means walking slow, away from what we'll never know. Not with anger, not with blame, but with the silence left unnamed. So here's to photographs and dash, to moments that we let slip past. No song to play, no tears to cry, just truth too heavy to deny. You'll always be a whispered wire in old photographs and fires. I saw you laughing in the park, your smile brighter than the dark. Another hand was holding yours, a face I'd never seen before. You look so free, like open skies, no trace of shadows in your eyes. And I just stood across the way with all the words I couldn't say. Second glances hurt the most, like echoes from a haunted ghost. never knew how much you'd shine until your light no longer mine. You moved on and I just stayed, chained to yesterdays in gray. He touched your hair, you didn't flinch, like love was now an easy inch. And I recalled the fights, the scars, the way we dreamed beneath the stars. But dreams don't hold when trust is thin, and I let all the good drift in. I thought you'd always be around, but I'm the one who let you down. Second glances hurt the most, like echoes from a haunted ghost. I never knew how much you'd shine until your light no longer mine. You moved on and I just stayed, chained to yesterdays in gray. I won't pretend I want you sad. You found the peace I never had, but seeing you as someone new still breaks my heart in shades of blue. Second glances, quiet tears, the weight of love across the years. I wish you joy, I wish you grace, but still I miss your morning face. And though you've walked another line, a part of me will call you mine. You stayed like mist upon the shore, a gentle breath and nothing more. We spoke in fragments, glances, sighs, a stranger with familiar eyes. I knew your name but not your heart. We kissed before the talks could start, a love that never had a place, but left its trace on empty space. Before you fade, I'll write you down in midnight skies and silent towns. You came like thunder without rain, a melody I can't explain. And though I barely touched your hand, I still recall where we might stand. You drifted in, then looked away, like dreams too soft to ever stay. I asked your soul to speak to mine, but silence came each time I tried. Still I remember how you turned, a lesson given but not learned. You stayed just long enough to burn, then vanished with no thought to return. Before you fade, I'll write you down in midnight skies and silent towns. You came like thunder Some people pass and never land, but leave a mark like drifting sand. You were the moment out of time, the unsaid words that still feel mine. Before you fade, I'll keep you near, not as a truth, but something dear, a spark that never formed a flame, a whisper I can't quite name. And though you're gone without a sound, you're in the pages I've not found. We sat in silence, eyes to floor. The things we said now mean no more. The couch between us felt so wide, as if the room itself had cried. You asked me how my day had been. I lied, you smiled, we played pretend. But underneath the careful phrase was love that slowly lost its blaze. The truth between the lines was clear. We're only here from habit, fear. The warmth is gone, replaced by air, a quiet we no longer share. We wrote the end with broken signs in every truth between the lines. The pictures on the wall still grin, but they don't know where we have been. The plates, the lights, the hallway floor still echo words we said before. We used to fight, we used to care, but now it's just a vacant stare. And when we kiss, it's out of pace, like strangers sharing borrowed space. The truth between the lines was clear. We're only here from habit, fear. The warmth is gone, replaced by air, a quiet we no longer share. We wrote the end with broken signs in every truth between the lines. It's not that love just slipped away, but we outgrew what couldn't stay. Some stories end without a scream, just paragraphs we didn't mean. So now we sit and say we're fine, but both our hearts cross every line. I see it in your tired smile, the truth we buried all the while. We loved, we lost, and drew the signs. We knew it all, do it all between the lines. Packed the car, the tank was full. The highway stretched like something cruel. The streetlight blinked a soft goodbye, the memories I can't deny. This was the town where love began, where I first held your trembling hand. We kissed beneath the winter tree before you drifted far from me. This is the last town I loved in, where morning came and you'd be I'm leaving more than roads behind. I'm leaving you in this state of mind. The diner's still on Maple Road, where we would hide from rain and snow. The waitress asked if you'd come too. I shook my head and drank the blue. The bookstore still has chapter 3. You read aloud and laughed with me. Now silence fills the open space where once you left your coffee trace. This is the last town I loved in, where morning came and you'd begin to smile like sun on frozen streets. Now all I hear is past heartbeats. I'm leaving more than roads behind. I'm leaving you in this state of mind. I know the maps won't draw your face, but every street recalls your grace. So as I drive to something new, I leave the past, but not of you. This is the last town I loved in, where shadows stretch too deep within. I'll find new skies, I'll breathe again, but not forget where love had been. So here's goodbye with every mile to the last town that knew your smile. Your coat was red, your words were blue, your smile had gray, I never knew. You said I'm sorry in pale white, like moonlight fading into night. I watched you walk through amber rain, each step a shade of quiet pain. You turned but never met my gaze, and vanished in a golden haze. Now I know the color of your goodbye. Not black, not white, but every sky. You left in hues I couldn't name, like watercolor lost to flame, a spectrum carved behind each side. That's the color of your goodbye. The sheets still hold your indigo, the tone of dusk I used to know. The mirror fogs with memories of shades you wore so carelessly. I found a note in faded green, the kind that lies in what it means. You said you hoped I'd understand, but left me with an empty hand. Now I know the color of your goodbye. Not black, not white, but every sky. You left in hues I couldn't name, like watercolor lost to flame, a spectrum carved behind each side. That's the color of your goodbye. Love isn't always red or bright. Sometimes it's shadows bathed in light. And when it leaves, it doesn't scream. It fades like edges in a dream. Now I paint the days with what remains. Soft purples mixed with golden rains. You gave no storm, you gave no cry, just colored silence drifting by. And though I'll never quite know why, I still see you in every goodbye.
There's space beside me in the bed where once you laid your sleepy head. A dent that doesn't go away, a whisper in the light of day. I set the table out for two, then laugh and take one plate from view. The silence sits across from me in perfect shape, invisibly. This is the shape of missing you, not sharp, not loud, but always true. It hides in shoes left by the door, in echoes underneath the floor. No tear to show, no scream, no clue. Just quiet shape like missing you. Your toothbrush waits but doesn't move. Your scent still clings in every groove. The coat rack holds your favorite gray, as if you might return someday. But ghosts don't knock and dreams don't speak. They linger soft and hearts grow weak. I try to fill the empty frame, but all I see is just your name. This is the shape of missing you, not sharp, not loud, but always true. It hides in shoes left by the door, in echoes underneath the floor. No tear to show, no scream, no clue. Just quiet shaped like missing you. Just hum a different tune, but every note still bends your way like shadows from a yesterday. This is the shape I carry now. No final kiss, no solemn vow, but footprints leading nowhere new, in space that only fits in you. Not gone, not here, just passing through. Forever shaped by missing you.
We said forever way too fast, then tried to stretch what couldn't last. I traced your name on fogged up glass, still wishing we could change the past. You stayed because I begged you to, not out of love but what we knew. And I kept hoping pain would bend, but hearts don't break and then just mend. We held on too long past the flame, wrote different verses in one name. We danced in rooms that had no song and stayed in love just
to be strong, but strength can hurt and silence wrong. We simply held on far too long. We played the roles, we wore the smile, pretended happy for a while. But even laughter starts to fade when truth and time won't be obeyed. I watched you turn but never leave, like waiting just to still believe. But in your eyes I saw the end before you called me just a friend. We held on too long past the flame, wrote different verses in one name. We danced in rooms that had no song and stayed in love just to be strong. But strength can hurt and silence wrong. We simply held on far too long. Sometimes goodbye is mercy's gift, a hand that helps the heart to shift. And though we fought to not let go, deep down we knew we lost the glow. So now I walk, but not in blame, just through the ashes of your name. You gave me love, I gave it back, but we lost color in the black. We tried so hard to prove we're strong, but maybe we held on too long. You left a note upon the chair that smelled like rain and autumn air, a sentence soft, a parting thread, said not all hearts are built to wed. The streets grew quiet as I read, and all our dreams began to shed. But in the mist I saw a light, a memory glowing through the night. Like lanterns in the fog we shine, not always near, not always mine, but somewhere out beyond the gray. You drift but never fade away, though love has left without a song. You're still my lantern glowing on. We shared a path for just a year, but some things last when they disappear. I keep the scarf
love you gave to me. It still smells like your chamomile tea. And when I walk the frozen lane, the silence doesn't feel like pain. I see your shadow in the haze, still guiding me through stranger days. Like lanterns in the fog we shine, not always near, not always mine, but somewhere out beyond the gray. You drift but never fade away. Though love has left without a song, you're still my lantern glowing on. Not every loss is made to grieve. Some lights are only meant to leave. But even gone, you lit my skies with every soft and sacred sigh. Like lanterns in the fog we glow, beyond the things we'll never know. And even if you're not around, I still hear love in foggy sound. So when I feel alone or wrong, I look for lanterns burning on. You stood beside the window pane. The sky was soaked in silver rain. You didn't cry, you didn't speak, but in your silence I felt weak. I knew you'd waited long enough for tenderness instead of tough. But I just stared and let you go, the truth I never let you know. That was one last window I ignored, the moment love knocked on my door. I stayed too proud, I stayed too still, and now I climb this endless hill. Regrets a song I can't outgrow, from that one last window long ago. Turned and walked into the mist. No final hug, no stolen kiss, just shadows where your smile had been. A story closed before it began. I saw your light go out of frame and whispered softly at your name. But winds don't carry words too late, they only echo silent fate. That was one last window I ignored, the moment love knocked on my door. I stayed too proud, I stayed too still, and now I climb this endless hill. Regrets a song I can't outgrow, from that one last window long ago. I tell myself I'll love again, but not like you, not like back then. You were the view I failed to see. Now glass just shows what used to be. So here I sit and face the rain, still staring at your window pane. The room is cold, the light is thin, but you won't ever walk back in. And all that's left is what I know. I miss that window long ago.